Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Locking gear. Departure check completed. Bypass bin inserted. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Sorry about the cough.
Set parking brakes. Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass bin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could please have your attention to review some important safety information. In preparation for departure, be certain that your seat back is straight up, your tray table is stowed, and that your carry-on items are placed completely under the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin.
10
For
points.
everyone's safety, regulations require your compliance with all lighted signs, placards, and crew member instructions. To fasten your seatbelt, place the metal fitting into the buckle and adjust the strap so it fits low and tight across your hips. To release, lift the faceplate of the buckle. Please review the safety instruction card in the seat pocket in front of you. It explains the safety features of this
Left.
aircraft as well as the location and operation of the exits and flotation devices. Your seat cushion serves as an approved flotation device.
Ship going
To
by
remove
out
it,
there. That's pretty
pull
cool.
up and take it with you to the
And
nearest
once again,
ship
clear on
exit.
the left.
After exiting the aircraft, place your
Tracker's
arms to your
freaking
stomach
out on
and
me.
mount the cushion to your chest. There are 8 emergency exits aboard the aircraft. Door exits at the front of the cabin, 4 overwing exits, 1 door exit and 1 tailcone exit at the rear of the cabin. Take a moment to locate your nearest exit, keeping in mind that it may be behind you. If
Ship
there's
going
an
by,
accident
Nate.
with power, low-level emergency lights will illuminate. All exits are indicated by lighted exit signs and by floor-level lighting. In case of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen mask will be released from overhead. To start the flow of oxygen, reach up and pull the mask towards you, fully extending the plastic tubing. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and slip the elastic band over your head. Pull the tab on either side of the mask to tighten. The plastic bag does not need to inflate when oxygen is flowing. Be sure to secure your mask first before assisting others. As a reminder, smoking is not permitted in any area of the aircraft at any time. Tampering, disabling, or destroying the lavatory smoke detector is prohibited by law. On behalf of the flight crew, welcome aboard. We hope you enjoy your flight. Thank you.
So today's flight is very short. It's just taking off, going around the airport, and doing an auto land. We've got some customers who are having some issues with auto land, and they think they are, and we're going to show them that it works. Oh, it says VATSIM there up on the stream. Actually not flying on VATSIM today, or this flight. I'll be flying on VATSIM later as I test something in the Aerosoft beta. Couple hours. Okay, so approach path is clear. Closing into the runway is clear. Probes on. Pilots were supposed to be. Takeoff lights on. It's set up for us. Good, so we're gonna go us select pilot on, or correction, auto throttle on. You're coming up. Autopilot on, nav mode select, and even though 5,000 we're going to do VNAV, but that's for, wouldn't typically do that. Alright, flaps up. And let's retract. My mode select. Surprise, who do you guys tell me why I selected 230 knots? That wind. So the winds out there are 330 at 28, gusting to 38. And that is way beyond the parameter 80. But we're going to do it anyway. Just execute. Automatically comes out of the heading mode into the nav mode. And thousand armed. So this is just take off, come back around, line up for the ILS, and shoot an auto land. Full flight here is probably going to take about 50. Flight sim, by the way, and it's free, and I'm not enough time in the day sometimes. So we're gonna, instead of, the aircraft will now go back to try to intercept the track that's currently to that. We were going to do another track 2, same waypoint, Wojcik. Have displayed, that'll straighten right out for us. Boom! And that's what, otherwise she's going to fly to the track that already exists, much like the Airbus will. And that would not, that would just delay things and burn up gas. And anyway, so what we're going to do here, check this out. Instead of adjusting the range knob, I did not know that worked. I'll be damned. That's something I did not know. You just put the mouse over the navigation display, or the navigation display pop up, and you can rotate your mouse wheel and change automatically. I mean, I've got over 5,000 hours in the I never knew that worked. It just is neat. With a member of the A318 through beta team, Mad Dog Lover. So, alright, so if you take a look at the navigation display here, we've got to go from Wojcik to ends, but ends is going to be our first waypoint on the approach. So we're going to go manually, take a reciprocal heading, 88, heading mode. And we can see on the flight mode annunciator, it has gone to heading instead of nav. A lot of your newer aircraft are going to have that FMA or flight mode annunciator right on the PFD flight display. Separate from the PFD. Got our frequency set, 108.905 with a course of 268, both on the nav1 radio and 1000 by Martin. 1000 is going to work really good at ends, which is kind of why I selected it. Can't put 4000 in the FMS. Take it. $5,000 is the minimum that we can. It won't care. Hey, welcome to the stream. Is that you, Kendall? This is the for the other guys watching. This is the gate, part of the expansion plaque. For the Dog X, I should say. Aircraft all around, and this aircraft is the only aircraft in all of Flight Sim at the moment, anyway. It's got physics-based rendering textures, both on the flight deck and externally. Matter of fact, I think there's only a few that have it externally. There's nobody that has it flight deck. So. Okay, so we're just about getting ready to make our turn. Again, this is just a maintenance flight for testing out, or actually doing a demonstration for somebody who's having some problems. A couple of guys having some problems with the Autoland. Now, we are way beyond the parameters for using Autoland. Winds current just into 38. We're past it, but we're going to do it anyway, and we'll just see how it handles. I have never personally flown MD-80 Autoland under these conditions. Problem to land it. This aircraft handles crosswinds exceptionally well, but see the winds down here on the navigation display indicating 36 knots. Yeah, baby. Get a little higher, the winds get a little worse. About 12,050. Okay, so we're parallel, as you can see, we're parallel with the ends intersection. That's going to be our initial approach into Philadelphia. Any time now, we can do a direct 2, and the Mad Dog will put us back in the nav mode, and exactly what we're going to do. Direct to intersection, execute. Gone right into the nav mode, but it didn't. Did that a minute ago, so I'm not sure. All right, and we're going to use our turn to bleed a little speed, drop her down to and the speed first. And we're in, if you'll notice that the speed is not dropping. Right, indicated airspeed, and that is because of something in the MD's McDonnell Douglas aircraft called save speed. So watch what happens when I put the flats out. Alpha speed is replaced by low limit, but that'll go away in a minute. You can see our indicated airspeeds now drop. Same issue now. We're going to want to fly back to track, so very quickly we'll track 2. Fly back to track. A little heavy because I just took off. I didn't adjust my fuel. Flaps.
Altitude. Altitude.
Probably me not paying it.
Altitude.
1000 arm, vertical set. All right, so arm our localizer. At this point, okay, engine course not locked. At this point, we can, once we've locked on the, or established on the localizer, we either select ILS or autoland. If you do ILS, you're committed to ILS. Digital flight guidance card. If you select either ILS or autoland, you can't shift between one. Okay, now we're established on the localizer. A little course change. And select autoland. Prior to the flight, I did do an auto pilot 1 and 2. Now this is an anomaly.
Stabilizer mode.
Crossing back over the localizer. Get corrected. Doesn't do it on all flights, but often enough that settles out on this hop. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and slow. Actually, we'll do 158. Anything below 160 knots. Get that speed down a little. Up 28, and that'll bring. Trying to put it at the extreme. In goes, take a look at her. Knots. 8 gust into 38. Take a look at the PFD. Glide path is, and flaps 40. Not really advisable in this wind. Perhaps handling at the higher weight. Glide path. Now it just became a beta flight. Right now, and
Autopilot. Autopilot.
flaps 40. We're going to put the gear down. drag. Not going to make 27, right? We'll go for 27. Not flying online right now. Aircraft is known for being a very look at that flight director go around. Dust hitting me right now. Just went. You guys don't have the global AI shipping? It's free. Traffic all over the based on real world timetables for the ships. That, but they have the ships exactly look at that. Are exactly the same ships that so you'll see what the like, and in some cases they even have the correct name on the side of the ship or the directional changes.
300. 200. Minimums. 100. 50. 40.
Challenge I thought they were going to be.
20. 10.
Angle of attack was a little higher than I would like, but again, we've got a full load of passengers and almost a half of our. Guess we're gonna have to take a look at the Autoland. Was working. Guys, I thank you so much for watching, and I've got to go attend stuff, and then I'll come back and take another Autoland and A320, both of those. So around a little bit later on. Till then, you guys take care. Thanks for watching.